I have the habit of taking things so seriously, but you won't believe from where it started and where it ended. We were buying the new table, then it was decided to refurbish the old ones which we were having, and it turned out quite well. In fact, better than what you could have expected in a new one. So in that I started putting up the ideas that what if I use what if quite often. What if I put on, instead of flowers and pebbles, if some fossils can be kept? I started looking for it on AliExpress, and on that, apart from fossils, came the dinosaurs. The skeleton of dinosaur, especially the T-Rex, which can adorn the space of your dining room. Now that thing struck me. Seriously, the entire skeleton structure of T-Rex, and looks quite amazing, because this is something which is quite unique to any home, and you cannot expect such thing to be found in normal circumstances or people of normal thinking. No one would like to spend their money on it, and no matter what, they would find it quite costly because they won't understand its charm or the emotion with which have been connected with the dinosaurs and stuffs like that. And there was a knowledge on my part that 3D printer works on a concept where if you can find its model, been it's being able to print it. So I started looking for it, and actually I could find it. And as soon as I found it, I started looking for the manufacturers, 3D printers, manufacturers in Delhi, and I found the guy, and Think Robotics was the name, and the name actually proved the owner. He was so humble, so knowledgeable, and was ready to help me out with his views. He made me understand what technical terms means what, and it's possible, and it can be done in this material or that material, or the things which has to be taken care, and his limitation, and what's there, what's not. And in the end, I ended up giving the order of T-Rex, and it's in the making. Seriously, technology is great, where you can download this, create the stuffs on the 3D format in the software. You're able to circulate it, rotate, enlarge, small it, reduce its size, and are able to view it from all directions. Now there comes the technology of 3D printer, where it puts on the material layer by layer, and it starts, and the material is right there in front of you. Isn't that great? There's no manufacturing process involved. So if you have not the specific requirement of putting on the material itself, that to the point requirement of metal or gold, or maybe the granite or the tungsten carbide or whatever, if your thing is from the plastic or ABS or simple materials like that, it's quite possible and really easy on 3D printer. What a technology. You should actually watch it, how it works. There are levers and pulleys, and the input PLA plastic material is coming from the roll. And seriously, this thing blows my mind that it's so much easy for you to download the things you like and get it printed. The world is big, but we are united by these acts of generosity, what I say. He could have just charged for it, but he didn't. Seriously, that's the idea of living together, and on that very concept Ubuntu was made. Not the Windows, though we happen to use it in one way or another, but this is where some people's good thinking comes into picture. And there are remixes also where people tend to recorrect the mistakes which probably the first creator has made, and chances are he's not active on that media where he can interact with the users and let them know that okay, he's doing something about it, Anyways, the other person came, he made remixes, and there have been great results about that. Fixed and printable, that was the version Deluxe. I'm desperately waiting for my version. So that is all from my side today. There you go, bye. Take care.